if you can't slow down, then you're not in control. So most men think that being loud and boisterous, that's a show of power. But in actual fact, it's the calm, still, relaxed person that actually showcases real power. Whenever I first started doing martial arts, I just wanted to learn how to kick ass. So I practiced all the hard system. There's a hard and a soft, the yin and the yang. But I just did the hard stances, the power punching, all the like brutal techniques that I could learn. That's what I spent my time doing. And what this happened to do was it filtered into my real life as well. So when I was working in the bar and people were kicking off, rather than going in calm and relaxed like other door staff that I seen or other bar staff that I seen, I was going in super hyped and super pumped, thinking, well, if you're going to fucking try anything, you've messed with the wrong person, which is a fucking terrible attitude to have. It's really not good for customer service either. So if you think about the way that you live your life, think about the way that you're doing things. A lot of the time we're just trying to get things done. Like the faster I get this done, the faster it's over. And if you rein that right back in, you're probably doing that with a lot of areas. And if you're doing it with a lot of areas, then realistically, right back to the foundation, you're living your life at top speed, trying to get things done until the next thing. And then when you get to the thing, like say you're working towards your holiday or you're working towards the end of your presentation or whatever it is, in my experience, people don't enjoy the thing they've been working towards because they've trained themselves to work at such a high level that they can't really switch that off. So learning how to be calm, learning how to have control, being someone who reacts rather than is reactive, that's where your real power comes as a man, as a human, as a person. You're learning to, in any environment, you're learning with your self-awareness how your body is feeling in any moment, in any time, in any situation, and how you can change it. So when I meditate, I can pick an emotion and really delve into that emotion and not only feel how it feels to be in the emotion, but feel what it does physically. When I'm in the emotion of joy, I notice like I sit upright more or I stand, depending on the way I'm doing the meditation. I stand or sit up better. That's the opposite of when you're in fear or anger or depression. You sort of make yourself small. Anger is funny because when you're on your own, you make yourself small with anger, but when you're out, you make yourself big. You want people to know you're angry, so they get out of your way. Usually those sorts of outward emotions aren't controlled. They're just loud and they're there and they're in your face. If you learn to slow down, to control your emotions, one of the ways you control it is by knowing how it feels internally, like how it feels to be happy, to feel joy, to feel love. Also how it feels to be anxious, to have anxiety, to be in panic, to be depressed, to be scared, to be angry. All of these emotions, if you know how they feel, then you can change them. So if you can feel angry or pissed off for no reason, then you can feel love and excitement and joy for no reason as well. But you can't feel any of those if you don't know how they feel. If you have a destination, you don't know where it is or what direction it is, then you're never going to get there. So it's worth sitting with your emotion. Think about something, like even before I shoot the podcast, I think about something that I enjoy, and then again, now that I'm saying this, it pops back in my head. It lights me up a wee bit. So no matter what's going on before this, I'm able to just switch on and zone in and be present in this podcast because I have little things I can think of for love, for joy, for excitement, if I want to feel those. And again, when you have that opportunity, then you can. When you're sitting bored, instead of just sitting scrolling and being bored, you can close your eyes and just tune into joy and then just have a more joyous life, which is obviously great. So I've wrote a few points here that patience isn't passive, it's a weapon. When I'm patient with myself and I pay attention with myself, I focus on how I feel, my energies, my emotions, my reactions, it becomes a weapon in real life. So when something kicks off or something's going on, I have the choice. I can choose to get sucked into the madness, or I can center myself, keep my circle, and just move forward with a bit more clarity and a bit more presence. So think about slowing down. Like in martial arts terms, we slow down to go fast. So fast reactions are often fear disguised as control. Usually when something kicks off and people all react, it's because they're afraid and they think they need to do something. If I don't do anything, then bad things will happen. So at least if I do something, maybe something good will happen. Like I remember being in a chippy and a fight kicked off, and there was me and a doorman standing beside each other, and we'll just say the lay public, the people that don't work in the environments we worked in, fucking erupted as well, and squealing and panic and freaking out. Whereas me and him didn't react, and then it's not my fucking job to do anything, so I just made sure I was out of fist shot. Then he went in and separated it, and he went in and took the aggressor away. Because he was by himself, he took the aggressor away, and the person that didn't want to fight stopped. If he had to just run in there and tried to separate them, his attention would have been on two different people. The aggressor would have kept coming, and the non-aggressive person would have been trying to get away. But his attention would have been split. Because he analysed, he was able to zone in on the aggressor and take him away, knowing that if he took him away, the other person would stop. So having that moment of presence and clarity settled the whole situation. And then we got free chips because, I don't know why I got free chips. Maybe just because I was with him. But he should have got free chips because he reacted. I got free chips because I was there. Also, not going ballistic like everybody else. And then the last thing is slowness equals awareness equals intention. So I sort of explained that in that wee story. So this is what I want you to do this week. This is your action step, the pause challenge. So set an alarm once a day. So this idea came to me from watching Fearless, the Jet Li movie. Whenever he loses his mind, and spoiler alert, he loses his mind and ends up in the wee village, and he starts helping them work. Every so often they just stop and stand and just, it looks like they're just one with the world, with nature, and there's a nice breeze. So it's almost like they time it with the breeze. So I started to do that. I didn't have to set an alarm because I'm always thinking of martial arts stuff and meditation and energy. That anytime I passed a tree, I just did it because I thought, well, trees give oxygen. So this is probably the most oxygenated place I'm going to be in this moment. So let's fucking get some chi in here. So just set an alarm if you need to, or just do it. And then when it goes off, just pause for like 60 seconds. Just close your eyes and breathe through your nose. Just relax. Nice belly breathing. Just relax. And just ask yourself, where am I right now? So now in this moment, I was watching a video recently and I can't remember his name. I'll put it in the notes. He was Rupert. His name's Rupert something. That's a name you should remember. Rupert. I don't know. Rupert. I'll put it in the notes. And he was saying that most people get confused with the now. They think the now is a moment between the past and the future. So you're stuck here. But if you actually think about it, then how long is it? Is the now like a week, and now it's become the past, and now you're in the future? Or is the now and it's a fleeting moment, and every moment is the now? And I like that the idea that he was getting across, because most people are in the now, but even when they meditate for a future. They meditate to overcome a past. When you start to meditate and just be in the now, that's when I think real change happens, because I'm not trying to change my future, I'm not trying to change my past, I'm trying to enjoy my now and have a better now than I had a moment ago. So instead of thinking back and going, remember when this happened, I really wish I could wipe it out, I just learn from it and move on. So 60 seconds, ask yourself where I am right now. The question is really about just getting you to more channel inwardly, more think about like, where am I? You'll probably, the first time you do it, be like, well, I'm in my fucking garden, standing. But over time, you'll start to, well, where am I right now? Are you where you want to be in your life? What needs to change? What needs to stay the same? Whatever. This goes, it can go really deep if you want, but initially, just set an alarm, 60 seconds, wherever you are, just some of these stories could be interesting if you forget and your alarm goes off and you're in the middle of a fucking train station, there's people walking everywhere. But in the world of social media, no one cares anymore about people just standing about looking weird. So stop for 60 seconds, just ask yourself, where am I right now? Close your eyes. Make sure it's safe to do so. Don't stop in the middle of a fucking road, but just somewhere safe. I should probably put a disclaimer on this one, like, this is all hypothetical. Don't do it properly, and if you get in trouble, it's your own fault. Somewhere safe, 60 seconds, tune in with yourself, close your eyes, breathe in and out through your nose, ask where am I right now? Let me know how you get on with that. So remember, the overarching theme of today is just calmness, just slow down. Like even when I'm practicing my forms, like initially it was all like full power, bah, fucking I'm class. And now I try to slow it down and feel like what's the body doing, what's the connections, what's happening. So the more you do slow, the more relaxed you get, the more calm you get, the more you become someone who can react rather than someone who is reactive. Have a super awesome day, whatever you get up to, and I'll speak to you again soon.